Welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast where we try to figure it all out with your hosts, Brandon and Collin. On this week's show, ridiculous cheese counter. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
How's it going?
Oh, man. Sleep deprived still, but it's fine. Hi, how are you?
I'm so sorry. I will say, happy 300th episode.
Oh, let's go.
300 episods. I for a minute, I thought I need to, because we're recording this, ladies and gentlemen, a little late. And I thought I should release just like a back catalog episode, but that would have messed up with our numbering. And
true.
I couldn't abide that, especially.
That's fair.
I was like, no, like our 300th episode can't be a back catalog one. That's not
true.
I can't do that. So, yeah, that's what. Anyway, so we're doing that. It's weird. It's not to always talk about the weather, but my goodness, we were supposed to have like 5 days of dry, hot Missouri summer, and we had thunderstorms basically all day today.
Oh, did you?
All day. It was so bad last night that they were sending out flood warnings for our area.
Wow.
And this morning alone, we got like another inch of rain. And did the radar at all? Did the weather forecast at all for the past 2 weeks call for this? No. When did it change? Like 4 hours before it actually happened.
Oh.
And so we had a bunch of friends who were farmers, and this was the week that they were going to do with, like, they were dealing with hay and stuff and things up here. And nope, couldn't do that because lots of rain, and they're not happy folks. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
holy cow!
Thought that was pretty intense. It was like this morning. I was like, no, it's really coming down, and then it was like, no, it's like really, really coming down. Oh my gosh.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. So
we just had, it's just mega hot down here.
Yeah.
Like, came back the wrong week. It really feels like.
I know. Yeah. This was poor planning on your part. I don't know what you were thinking.
I know. In Helsinki, they had a moderate heat warning.
Oh,
so 75 degrees. Dang it.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Right? That's because the Nordic people haven't invented the fan yet. That's kind of how this works, right?
Yeah, they really nailed the sweater, right? They nailed
really hammered
layers.
That one down.
Yes.
But then, like, as far as like, how do we move other air inside a building? Nah, we're not gonna do that. That's why I know that Finland isn't like Nordic per se, but like I think this is why a lot of Nordic buildings. Well, they're not. It's like a different, like it's like not technically Scandinavian. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know.
Yeah, but they're like all buddies. It's fine. Anyway, I think this is why they have such a sleek design aesthetic, because they're like air ducts. Nah, we don't need that.
We don't need to account for those. What are you talking about?
We don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need space for ducts and moving air.
It makes the design sleeker.
This is actually a really, really good point in that when you don't have to accommodate extra square footage for ductworks in your ceilings or in the sides of your house or anything like
buildings
that.
Can be much nicer.
Changes what you can do architecturally. Yeah.
Now, also, is it only summer and warm for like 3 months out of the year? Yes. So,
yes. So would they invest a lot of time in nailing that down? No.
Not really, no. It's, they
oh my goodness. Well, so you are our international correspondent.
Yes.
And so I'm eagerly I want to hear, how was this travel experience for you, because you've been overseas quite a lot over the last several years. So
this one was so maybe not a lot, but like a couple times.
Yeah, which is more than most people. Yes. So
fair. It was pretty good, right? I will say, first of all, we have 2 new airlines to talk about here.
What?
Right. Oh yeah. So I flew for the first time ever the Royal Dutch Airlines.
Ooh.
Yo. Pretty good stuff, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. Good times there. I also, on the way back, we flew Air France. Right?
I hear that's a pretty good one. Is that
a good one?
Yeah.
Right? You'll not be surprised if the food on that flight was excellent. Right? I feel like
of course.
But on both of them, it was really good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice. So it was good. The flights were good. I feel like on the way home, like I think I was just so tired. Right? Like that the flight on the way home, I was just like I was over it. I was so done.
Really?
Like, that extra, because we flew from we had to fly to Paris. We had to fly to Charles de Gaulle, which is, oh my dear goodness. Holy cow. That airport is immense. I think it may be, Susan was looking at it, may be the largest airport, period. Right? It's humongous. Right. So our terminal change wasn't too bad. We took the bus. There was we had to ride a bus to get to the correct terminal spot. That's how big it is, right? But I don't know. Just after being gone and all that stuff, being kind of tired already, the extra time that it takes to fly from Paris to Atlanta was just too much, right? Because it's a little over 8 hours that way. That's too long. Right? It's just too long.
To be in a plane, yeah.
Because going over there, our flight went routed from Atlanta through Amsterdam, and that's just close enough. It's 7 hours or so. You're like, okay, that's fine. Right? It's not bad. Once it goes over that, you're like, it's too much plane.
Too much plane.
Too much planing. I can't deal with that. So I was dying on the way back home just for that extra a little hour or so of flight time. That's too much. That one. But it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. I survived. And it's a good thing we didn't fly back through Amsterdam on the way home, because apparently the day we were flying home was some sort of Dutch national holiday. So it could have been, who knows what could have been happening there.
Nothing happening that day.
Exactly. They could have been all. I will say also, on the way over there, the line that I had to stand in for passport control, immigration line at Amsterdam, I think that may be the longest line I've ever seen to get anywhere. I don't know if it was just the time of day that we flew in just happened to be several planes arriving at simultaneously, right? But oh my.
It's not the most confidence boosting thing where you can't really see what people are lining up for, but you also have to be in that line.
Yeah, you have to be in this line. And the thing that made it the most maddening, right? Because it was just in the middle of the airport. This line started in the middle of the airport.
Oh, geez.
And you could see it went up to the immigration deal. But then once it got up there, it started doing the twisty, roundy, squiggly through the
the cattle
line
thing, right?
Yeah. So there was a huge line to get to that, and that makes it long. So all the way you're staring. Once you get close to the end, right, the problem really hit you in the face. It made it even more annoying because you could see all of these brand new passport scanner machines.
Oh,
right?
No. Yeah.
And they weren't hooked up yet. They were covered.
No.
Right? Those are the ones the new ones where you just so they're getting a ton of new things to make this go faster.
Sure.
They just haven't done it yet. Right? So the new machines are just you just stick your passport on there, it scans your face. Hello, done. That's it. That's all you do. Boom. Yeah. And and then you might have to go to a passport agent. He just double checks in there, but it's just look at you and he just waves you on. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the guy in Paris, I don't even think he said anything. I think he just looked at it and went, he's waved his hand. I'm okay, I guess I'm good. Whatever.
But
the fact that there are these dozens of machines here,
you saw the future
becoming ready to be used. just not right now.
This is
problematic.
I am reminded of my Blitzkrieg trip through Oklahoma the week before they turned on the bill you later scan service.
Oh yeah.
right. And where I was frantically having to pay many IOUs
quarters,
to authority and quarters while in just a week's time, had my trip been delayed one more time, I would have just been able to glide right on through and not have any issues. So I can just seeing the future right there, seeing all the convenience just there wasted on you know.
And that one, all that was like the terminal that we had to get to was like classic travel mode moment where you're like, it is the exact opposite end of the thing where we have to go. But in between me and this super far away terminal, right, is this giant line.
Oh.
And they kept like pulling people out. They just kept yelling boarding times. Like, if your boarding time starts here, come to this line. And we just have to wait. We're just like counting down to where.
That gives me so much anxiety because I don't even. What? That's great.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that.
Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Anyway, so that was great.
Sure.
Yeah, that airport was it was like sprinting to the plane. Like, that was goofy, but like
but everybody arrived and had all their stuff and everything like that.
No, they did not have all their stuff.
Oh no.
So the group because this is like a school trip, right? So there's like all these people that, right? So none of the people that checked bags in our group, none of the bags made it to Oslo. None.
Oh no.
So like, I don't know what happened exactly, because like so when we came home, right, there was very clear signage about you get here, you go through customs, like you pick your bag up, and then you recheck your bag for your other flight. Right?
Right. Because you're making that handoff at the border or whatever. Like you have to have your bag. Yeah.
But on the way over there, no such signage existed.
Oh.
And I don't know I don't know if that was supposed to happen on the way over there, because we never passed anything like that. Or if we did, we were just so focused on running that we were late to the plane that like, whatever. So like, I don't exactly know what happened there, but I didn't check a bag. So
Good call yet again. Really good call.
That was good. Good plan.
How did all that end up working out? I mean, because you spent a lot of time packing and repacking, making sure you had all the right stuff. Yeah. Like, did you pull it off? Or were you thinking?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked good. Right. Except for it was the weather forecast for Northern Europe was also a lie. And it was definitely warmer than it suggested it should be. So I was like, oh, dang it. Not like hot, but it was like in the 70s and like mid 70s. Like I said, like 75. I'm like, that's not quite what I was expecting.
Sure.
It wasn't bad. It was just like,
it does change, right?
Yeah, just enough. Just to be like, oh, that's annoying. All right, like I could have whatever. So I was like, I should have just brought some shorts because it wasn't supposed to be warm enough for that. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to worry about it. But then, whatever. Anyway, it turns out it was fine. I survived. Just the last day it was a little bit warm, but it's fine. So yeah, none of the people's bags got there. So that was a weird problem. Like,
did they ever get reunited with the bags?
Yeah, they did. Like the next day. Well, it was weird because like quite quickly, most of them were discovered, right, and rounded up and wrangled. But there was like 2 people's bags that were just like, where are they? And like one girl, like her bag was like going back to New York. Like, what? No, that's not.
Oh no.
Which was all kinds of weird. So there was a problem, right? It was a slight problem, right? Exacerbated by the fact that we weren't really staying in Oslo that long anyway, because after 2 days we were gonna take the ferry to Denmark. So if the bags weren't there then they're like, no, we'll send them to Oslo. Yeah, but we'll be gone. So
yeah, don't do that because I'm not going to be here.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but they eventually got sorted out. Most people's got theirs the next day, but then there was one girl who didn't get hers for a while, but it was all right. It was fine.
Good. Okay.
So anyway, yeah, Oslo, pretty great. I would say downtown Oslo with the harbor and stuff, quite gorgeous, right? Lots of cool stuff going on there. Got to see a lot of that part. Just kind of walked around a lot. Went to the Royal Garden-y thing, which is over on the west side of town there with the stuff. It was pretty cool. Just kind of hung out a lot in the harbor and just kind of explored the downtown thing, right? I will say that the Oslo transportation network, right? Their subway terminal tram thing, probably the least intuitive thing I've ever seen in my entire life, right? I don't know what they're doing, but our hotel was not, it was outside the city center thing. So we had to, it was quite far away. So we were just hanging out, wandering around, doing stuff. And so we had to take the metro to the hotel stop, right? That's fine. It's a normal thing. The line is not labeled in any sort of meaningful way for you to be able to tell where the heck the stations are.
Oh, no.
So if you're just walking around, right, you can't find it. So we had the thing and there was a pin, right? They pinned the station on our, on the Google Maps, right? They're oh, the station's here.
Nice.
So you wander around, you go over there, you're what? Where is it? Oh, no. There's no sign. There's no
what?
In New York, there's these big signs that just say station here, and then there's a very clear area where you go down into the subway.
That's what people do to so you know where things are.
Yeah, this one, I think one of the stations, one of the entryways was under construction, so it was closed. Right. So we were trying to find this other one. And it when you're walking by it, it doesn't look like it exists because there's no signage that indicates that it is a metro tunnel. Right.
Oh,
because it turns out when we finally found it, the way that it was set up is there's a road that you're walking on. Right.
Okay.
And the road is going uphill. Yeah.
Okay.
But cut into the hill is a doorway.
Oh.
That is this particular station entrance. And there's a little sign above the door. But if you're walking past on the intersecting road, you cannot see this at all.
So this really is a 9 3/4 type.
It is here. A secret entrance to the metro tunnel. Right?
I don't like that at all.
It's real confusing. And then once we finally, it took us forever, right? A stupidly long amount of time, right, to find this location.
Sure.
Because on the map, I was we're walking over the subway track. What in the world's going on?
Yeah, it's under
even earlier when we were with a person, they were yeah, if you look up this way, you can see the building for the main terminal building. But I never really saw that. It's not clear.
It's not
what it is.
This was not true.
Yeah, it's not super clear what you're looking at. Right.
Interesting.
So I would say Oslo mass transit, a little suspect, right? once we got on the thing, once we wound down like way further underground than I thought we were going, like it just like kept going down. It was like down and down and down.
Also slightly disturbing.
Yeah, because it was like, do we keep going? What is going on? And then we had to make sure we got on the branch line, right? Because there is like a loop that just sort of goes all the way around. But we needed the one that went off on the branch to go up a little bit outside the center to connect to get to the station that was closest to our hotel, a little jaunt over there.
Yeah.
So we were trying to make sure we were on the branch line, but like the signage, not the clearest, right? We're just like, we just looked at the thing like, okay, we need this train. Okay, fine. We're just going to go for it.
Here we go.
Eventually, we discovered it. We made it back. Right. So it was fine. But it was just like, this is the wackiest, most confusing thing. And really exacerbated by the fact that other cities we went to, like there is like exceptionally clear signage about the location of all of these things. That it made it even more annoying.
Yes. When you find the one that's like, oh no, this is not user friendly. Like
yeah. And like when you go to another city and you're like, oh, this is so clearly delineated.
See how they handle this, people?
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, so we had a good time in Norway, right? It's fun. Then we did get to take ferry boat part 1.
I was very happy when I saw this photo come across.
So again, like I wasn't really sure what to expect here. This is a gigantic ship, right? Like it's enormous. So that's rad. So we had our cabin, however, not gigantic, little teeny, right? It's pretty great.
So you got to stay on this ferry? Yeah,
it's an overnight ferry. It takes like 12, 13 hours to go from Oslo to Copenhagen. Right?
Okay.
It's very long. Yeah. So it's on the boat overnight. So we had a cabin all the way down in Steerage, right? It's lovely. I mean, it was a nice cabin. It was very clean and everything, but it was just like exceptionally tiny, right? Bunk bed action going on there. What?
Awesome.
So, yeah. Pretty great. Let's see if I have 70,000 pictures here. I don't know if I'll be able to find the one to send to you right now, but like it was pretty teensy. But other than that, it was cool. Like a lot of people, there was just like billions of people on this boat. I guess they just like do this for fun sometimes. Right? People just go on the ferry, and some people just like go on the ferry and then like come back. It's like make it a weekend because there's like restaurants and like stuff on the boat, right?
Yeah.
So, and most important to Europeans, I discovered the duty-free shop. That's where all the fun's going down. These people are loading up
on the boat. Okay, I get that's great because I only associate duty-free zones in airports, not on boats.
Yeah, I do too. The duty-free shop on these boats is immense, right? Immense. So they were going to town, right? Going to town. There's our room. Found it. Oh, the other thing that we did in Norway, the coolest thing that we did in Oslo was we went to like the big open air Nordic museum where they have a bunch of like ancient buildings and like a big stave church thing.
Oh,
right?
Very nice.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's our little cabin. You see,
that is and tiny room.
Susan for scale. That was pretty much it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but so yeah, there was lots of like other things to do that people did. There was like an arcade in there. The kids played that. There was like pools and hot tubs and stuff all over the place. But or you could just sit on the back deck, on the top deck the whole time, which is what I did. Now on this one,
why not?
It did get. I will tell you, this one, this night, it was quite chilly up there on the ship.
Yeah,
I was to not be deterred, however, because it was awesome. The other thing that I knew about this, I failed to take this into account, is that this is summertime in the high northern latitudes. So like nighttime doesn't really exist, right? This is not a thing that happens.
Right. Yeah.
Right? There's no nighttime. There's like we watch the sun set at like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
and then like it doesn't really go away. It just sort of like goes under the horizon for a few hours.
Sure.
And then it pops back up again.
It's still kind of like that twilighty time for just
yeah. It's not like dark, you know. So that also didn't help with our like, oh, I need to go to bed now choices. Because we'd be like, oh, it's still light. It's fine. Oh no.
Oops. It's also still light now. And it's going
yeah. Oopsie daisy. So that was slightly problematic. But the boat ride was really cool. I really liked it. Right. So that was fun times. Next day we got to Copenhagen, right? And spoilers for the tier review list here. Copenhagen is awesome.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
Now, part of this could be slightly biased against the fact that like our hotel was just like on some random street in Copenhagen. It was like real close to the like train station, like the massive central train station thing.
Yeah. Well, it has a different feel then, doesn't it? Like it's like you're not. I guess you're really in the city, not necessarily visiting it or kind of, in a far flung part of it.
Yeah, you're not like outside, because the one in Oslo was like out. It was outside of the city center. It was kind of near a freeway, just like in some random like. It's like a newer area. It's like a business park kind of deal where there's like warehouses and like stuff like that going in. This one is just like some random building right in the middle of Copenhagen. And it was heavily biased on hotel location, but it was great because you could just like walk everywhere.
Oh, cool.
And we did like a lot. There was a lot of walking happening in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
The one problem with walking in Copenhagen, it is like predominantly cobblestones everywhere. I don't know how these Danish people ride these bikes all over the place. I don't know how they're not like shaken to bits.
I mean, have you seen the Perry Roubaix? Like
That's true. But they're just like riding bikes everywhere.
They're also not going. When they're in town, though, they're not going super fast. It looks pretty jarring. Like when you, like they're going bum 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 bum.
Yeah,
bum, bum.
Well, and they have their own. There's like very wonderful bike infrastructure, like whole bike lanes with whole bike lane stoplights.
Sure,
and the bike lane gets its own crosswalk. Right, it's very lovely. But like, there are a lot of cobblestones, and I saw a lot of people riding on like random side street cobblestones. And
yeah.
My goodness. A lot of them are on like the city style bikes, right? The big upright fat tire deals.
Yes.
But a lot of them were not. There's a lot of people just on like bikes, like race bikes, or like so much dudes on like fixed gear bikes. I'm like, you're dead. How are you alive right now?
Like, how is your spine?
Yeah, that bike is cool. Your spleen is in pieces, I imagine, but but it's very cool. So Copenhagen rocks. The part we were in was like the major like center area, right? It's like where all the like really old buildings and stuff are. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's got that very like old world European capital vibe.
Sure.
That you want in your life, right?
Yeah.
Like, these buildings are like very Beaux Arts style, like very Napoleon III era. You know what I mean? Like it's all this very cool stuff. Gorgeous, right? Everywhere. It's just pretty. So I like Copenhagen.
Okay.
And it was really easy. We walked like so much, and you could walk like so far. And it made me really mad because you're like, how easy it is to walk around Copenhagen, knowing that I cannot walk across the town that I live in because there's no sidewalks and no like Right. But I could very easily walk in 30 minutes, like an insane distance to get like really far away from my hotel to find like other cool stuff. Right. And
sure.
maybe grumpy that I can't do that at all.
Oh.
So we just spent a lot of time in Copenhagen just wandering around. Like we had stuff to do, but we did end up, we went to the National Museum, right?
Cool.
Because it turns out if you register your school at the National Museum, you get in for free. So our school is now registered with the National Museum of Copenhagen.
What? Okay. What is that? Other than free admission, does that get you anything? Like once you're back? Like
I don't know. I think they'll like send you stuff, right, or whatever. I don't know. I have to ask my friend. She did it, but like,
okay.
Yeah, it was cool. So we got to see like a really sweet Viking exhibit they had, plus just like all the rest of their collection. Right?
You said
I saw
a little bit redundant to say sweet and Viking in the same sentence. It's there.
But it's fine. It was really cool. And then they had like, it is kind of weird to be in the museum in Copenhagen and then like turn a corner and there's like, this is the section about the American Plains Indian. Like, what? Hey, wait a minute.
That looks familiar.
That looks familiar. They had like one of the other sections is like collections by like a region. So they have a lot of stuff like that. There's like the American, like indigenous stuff. And then they have like Chinese and Japanese, like Asian. And then on the top floor, they have like an enormous section about like Greenland and the Arctic. Because, Denmark. And so they had like all kinds of like really cool like Inuit stuff up there, like different clothing based on region, like regional styles of clothing, and about 20,000 kayaks in this big rack thing. Pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So that was fun. We did not go into, some of the other people did. I didn't go into, they have like the Tivoli Gardens. It's like a super old like amusement park thing, right? That's allegedly pretty sweet and people go there a lot. We didn't make it in there, but some of the people decided to go. So they said it was good and fun. Just like lots of really old, like cool, like fair rides and stuff like that. We did go to the shopping district because of one of the girls did not have her suitcase yet. So,
right.
She just went to go buy like, a shirt and like some pants and stuff. So we wandered around the shopping district and it's like a really interesting combination of like there's like some of the like really old like Danish department stores, right? And then there's like really swanky stores like Hermes and like these things. And then they have like they have like a lot of local stores and like secondhand shops like nearby. So it's a very interesting, it's just like all the shopping you want is here. Like low to high, all here. Go.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting. So the side streets are like where all the cool stuff's at. Including the used Danish bookstore. That's right. That's right.
Oh no.
Oh yes. That was a highlight. Like it was kind of raining a little bit, like sprinkling, and then some of the girls were in shopping, and so we were just wandering down the street, and I was like, "Oh, I am going in this."
Yeah, I would do that.
It's so cool.
Even if you're not going to buy anything, like what kind of books do you find in a bookstore like that? Like I don't know.
Exactly. All the cool kinds. That's what you got. The one that I brought home with me. It's a book about, as near as I can work out from the Danish title here, is it's a book about fishing life on the Danish islands, right? It was published by the National Museum in the 1980s.
Well,
it was small. It's small paperback, right? So I bought that. Susan bought a children's book about animal noises in Danish. Yes. Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. That's the best souvenir. Random used Danish book. Absolutely.
That's what we say.
That's what you say, right? So it was cool. And we just we just wandered around, got slightly lost, found the Christianberg palace thing, which is awesome and enormous and cool. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. We spent a lot of time wandering around Copenhagen. We did some stuff. We did some like toury things. Then we sort of like wandered about. And then we ate supper, and then we wandered about again because, you know, it was totally not dark. And
might as well.
We wanted to see some of it at nighttime. So like the big square with like the big city hall building at nighttime, it was cool. It's kind of a little stroll about.
Sure.
You know, that was pretty much what we did there. I like it. It was also walked by the didn't use it, but saw the beautifully signed metro station stops, right? With the big giant red M clearly delineating where the stops were.
Looking at you.
you know, not that would be a problem for anything, right?
No.
Also learned that Copenhagen is the city to be in if you like statues of dudes on horses.
Oh
my goodness. Is Copenhagen the place for you? Right? It's the thing, right? Just statues of guys on horses all over the place. That's
my question. I know here, I have heard tell that there is a system to whether there was 1 foot up or down or both up on the horse to tell what had happened and how that, like, what that person did. Is that code still over there in Copenhagen too?
You know, if it is, I haven't cracked it. Right, I have no idea.
Sure, fair.
I just know that there's 87,000 people on horses there, so like, I don't really know 100% about what's going on there. Like, I don't.
Okay. That's okay. Got it.
There's just so many. There's so many. And sometimes you're like, there's another. Nope, that's the same one. Oh, I've seen that one before. Okay, hold on.
Oh, no.
That means I'm here.
Trying to orientate yourself off of horse statues.
You can orientate. Actually, it is kind of handy because Copenhagen has basically said there shall be, in this district, there shall be no new construction. Right? You can renovate buildings, you can do a lot, but there will be no new construction in this area.
Gotcha.
So like all of the new like high-rise stuff or whatever, and like that kind of stuff is like on the outsides of the city. In the center, by like from like the port all the way through like all this stuff, it's just there's no new construction. So actually, some of the towers, like the Christiansborg Palace Tower and like the City Hall Tower, you can just look at the tower and be like, oh, I need to go that way.
Oh, okay, that's
so
cool though.
It's super handy to orient. Once you discover, like, once you kind of look at the towers, because like the City Hall Square, there's like 3 big towers, and then like off to the one side there's like the Palace Tower, and it's like different looking. Once you kind of figure out which tower goes where, you're good to go. Right?
Yeah.
You can be like, oh, I need to go that way. Oh, I need to go that way. So navigating becomes pretty good, right? I feel like, I don't know. It also definitely helps that Copenhagen is a very flat area as well.
Okay.
Right. Whereas all of the other ones are much hillier. Like Copenhagen is a very flat area. So like walking around and biking around is definitely easier, right? There's not like massive gradients or anything like that. So you can just walk around. You can see the tower, like, oh, I got to go over there. I got to go over here. This thing's over there. Like you can kind of like very quickly kind of got a good sense about where I was going. Like I didn't really feel that way in any of the other places we went, but Copenhagen, it was like very intuitive to figure out where you were.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when when you have those big landmarks all over the place. Like it just, man, it makes it really comforting because you can really orientate yourself like pretty quickly into new areas. Basically, what you're talking about. You're just like, look, there's the thing. Okay,
yeah,
I go rest or whatever.
Yeah, like okay, then you can kind of figure out like like, oh, the first day we took this one route and we walked around. So like, okay, I got some major landmarks. So now I kind of know where we are. I know that to get to my hotel, I have to go towards this thing. And then I have to go over. And it was like, okay, boom, no problem. So pretty quickly, we could get a big section of central Copenhagen kind of mentally mapped out. Mm-hmm. So that was just also very nice for just like, oh, well, we saw this thing. We want to go visit that later when we have time. Okay. Do, right? Go on. So it was also nice that we had a lot of time in Copenhagen to just like be, right?
Sure.
We like did a couple things, went a couple places, and then they were just like, oh, you can just, like a lot of the afternoons were just like, you could do whatever you want. So like, you could definitely do the sit in the outdoor cafe and eat a sandwich and vibe thing for a while, which is awesome, right? Just in case you're curious.
Okay. Well, the outdoor, I mean, you can't beat a European outdoor cafe. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you really can't. It's pretty great. Also, right, side note here, right now, Norwegian, Danish, and Swedish are all kind of similar languages, right? They're close enough that people can understand each other. But it is kind of interesting how many interactions you can have without speaking at all to anybody, right? Sure. Like, it's kind of great. There's not like a lot of talking happening, not a lot of like the Danes are pretty like chill, and they're not like big, loud, boisterous people. And they're just kind of like vibing and doing their own thing. So like, you can, even though like obviously I don't know any Danish at all, I can say like thank you. Boom.
Got very helpful.
You can say like hello and thank you. If that's all you got, that's all I really need, because
fair.
You can do a whole lot without speaking. Like it's pretty great, right? When you wander into Danish 7-Eleven looking for a little snack, which spoilers, they're way better in there. Just so you know, like just like super fresh sandwiches and pastries in the 7-Eleven. What the heck? Get out! Like.
Nice.
It's pretty great. So like, you don't really need lots of Danish. And it's also interesting, right, that these languages are interesting because like sometimes you can look at a word and you can very clearly understand what it is, right?
Yeah.
And because some of it is like related to like Anglo-Saxon enough that it made its way to English, that some words you can look at and like, okay, I get what that means.
Sure.
And at the exact same time, other words you look at and you go, what sound could that possibly make? Right? Like on the same sign sometimes. You're like, what is how does a person...
Never mind.
Yeah, it's a very interesting observation. I'm just like, oh, because sometimes you're like, oh, that makes sense. I think I know what that means. And other times you go, what in the world?
Yeah, and I've also seen it too. This is going to be weird to describe, but just sometimes just the shape of the word. I don't know, like that may sound weird.
No, I totally understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're just like, I have no idea what this. I like, or you go, yeah, I don't know any of those letters or those sounds, but it looks like it might be this one. Haha.
Yeah. It's pretty much. And so it's great. I don't know. It's just a really cool city. Like there's all kinds of interesting stuff. Like you could definitely just like go, like we were walking back one time and we're like, what is this thing? And we just like went around the corner, bang, giant flower garden, just chilling behind this building. You can just go in, benches everywhere, hang out, big, like, what is that?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Right. And so you just kind of find stuff like that all over the place. It was really neat. So yeah, spoilers, but I really like Copenhagen.
Oh, okay. Liking this.
Copenhagen was awesome. Then we did have to drive from Copenhagen to Stockholm, which is not a short drive.
Oh.
This is like 7 hours of driving.
Oh.
Right.
So, was it a bus? What did you?
Yeah, it was like
take?
A bus. Yeah, it was like a bus thing.
Okay.
Right. No, I drove. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
But it was cool. We drove over that like super mega giant bridge thing. Right. That was really cool and exciting. Southern Sweden is disgustingly beautiful. That's not even
man.
It's not even cool how gorgeous it is there with all the like farms and little cute farmhouses and rolling wheat barley fields acting happening, interspersed with pine forest. Yeah, you can look at that and go, yes, I see why Swedish people immigrated to Minnesota. This makes sense now.
Oh, wait a minute. I also have seen this before.
Yeah, but it's better in Sweden.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
We made a couple stops, as you do. Like we had to stop for lunch. So we just went to a random grocery store. And now can never go to a grocery store again without being mad because like we just stopped at some like random grocery store on the side of the highway and like it was amazing.
What?
Yes, I know.
It's annoying.
Yes, it was very annoying. It was great in there. It's amazing. So much stuff. The cheese counter was ridiculous. Illegal. How good that was. We got some pastries and coffee and some licorice. Side goal completed. Swedish licorice acquired. The rumors are true. It is far superior to any other licorice you've ever had in your entire life.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So good.
What makes it so good?
I don't know. But like when you have like licorice in the States, like you mostly people get Twizzlers, right? Which is just like red sugar. Yeah.
Sure.
You can buy the black stuff here, but it's not good. Right. It just tastes like gross. But the normal black licorice that I got there, I just picked up some random bag in the candy aisle. It was so good. Oh no.
It's not.
Oh no, now I'm sad. Right. So the rumors are true. Swedish licorice is far superior to anything. We also stopped at a place called Grena. Right. Mm-hmm. So Grena is famous for one thing. Well, two things, I guess. There's like a big lake there. There's like this massive lake in the middle of Sweden. It's this huge glacial fissure in the granite. Okay. And it's enormous, right? And a little town on it is called Grena. And I guess a lot of people go to Grena, like Swedish people all the time. This is like really pretty and they like go there. It's like a touristy thing. One whole entire street in Grena is dedicated to candy making. That's like the thing here.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went to this like candy store thing and like watched them make the little candies and they like hand make them all in this big thing, right? And they like do the thing where they like roll them out and cut them up into little deals, right?
Sure.
But it's pretty sweet. Like literally it's called, I forgot the name. Hold on. I think it's like I have it saved here. Yeah. But yeah, they make all the polka yarna or whatever. My Swedish is quite poor.
Amazing.
But yeah, they like make all this candy and allegedly, according to them, they were the first like store to make the candy. Right? This lady in like the 1800s, right? She was like, it's not kind of economic bad times in Sweden, right? Okay. And she was not doing great and blah blah. And she just like was trying to make something. Her daughter was like sick, and so she was trying to make something to make her feel better. And she made this like thing, and it's like peppermint and vinegar and like sugar and blah blah blah. And So like it started to be like people were like, oh no, this is tasty. Right? Like this is good.
Yeah.
And so she's like, she had to get like special permission from the government to run a store because like in this time in Sweden, like women were not allowed to run a thing, right? And so like she like made it for like the mayor and the king or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, no, that's good, you should sell that.
It's actually amazing.
It's actually really good. So they have been like making these candies, right? So they're like super famous for candies making. So we stopped there, loaded up, right? So I have many bags of Swedish candy here. There's like little hard candies, like the ones that they're like the original ones are like the red and white, like pepperminty things, right?
Okay.
They taste way better than like the Aphrodite mints you can find here, right? Obviously, but and then they just make like 20 bazillion flavors of that kind of stuff. They also make fudge and caramels. We also got some caramels because, you know, why not?
Have to.
Yeah. So we loaded down on Swedish candy. It's excellent. So that was fun. And then finished all the way driving to Stockholm, right? Chowing down on Swedish candies, right? So much so that like when you come in back into the States and the customs lady was like, so you got any like food or alcohol or blah, blah. I was like, no, it's got a bunch of candy. And she was like, oh, sweet. That's fine.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, she was like, you're good. You're good. That's the right choice. Give me something. I was kidding.
That's fantastic.
Pretty good. I was going to say something else I skipped over. I can't remember what it was now. Drat. I wonder what it could have been. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Stockholm next on the list of Reno.
Sure.
Right? Stockholm, pretty cool. Not very easy to walk about Stockholm, right? It's much hillier, right? And I guess I didn't really realize it's like a whole bunch of billion islands all like stuck together, right? Like right in the middle of everything. There's all kinds of like crazy, there's like lots of islands in Stockholm. So it's not necessarily the easiest to navigate.
I guess I never would have put that together.
Yeah, it's I didn't really either. It's hard to walk around there, right? And again, our hotel was like very far away. Our hotel was actually by the soccer stadium.
Oh.
So it's really cool. It's really swanky, but like it was also kind of far away from everything. There's like several different islands over here and like all kinds of stuff, right? So we did lots of stuff there. We did several museum-y things, but the coolest museum that we went to to something called the Vasa Museum, which is like this ship from like 1682 that sank in the harbor.
What?
Yeah. So the king was building this big ship, right? And he was like, no, you should build it bigger. And they're like, sir, it can't be bigger. And he's like, yes, it can. They're like, okay, yes, we'll build it bigger. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You could see how well this is going. So the ship, basically, they took it out of the port. They started sailing it around and it like immediately sank.
Oh no.
Like immediately.
Oh no.
And then it was just down there in the harbor until like the 1950s. And they pulled it up. The whole thing, almost the whole thing is now up and in this museum.
That's
and
crazy.
So this whole museum is dedicated to this one ship that is incredibly huge and enormous.
Wow.
Right? It's the biggest thing ever.
So they got it all up mostly in one piece, you said? It's
Yeah, there's only some pieces that are missing.
Wow.
Right? So it's in this giant museum. Right? So I sent you some pictures here. Basically, what happened is this ship has 2 gun decks, right? Originally, it was supposed to have 1 gun deck. And the king was like, wouldn't it be great and cool if there was 2 gun decks? And so they just like made the ship taller and not wider.
That, you know what?
So
I'm tracking with where the error may have come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, by the time it got in the water, and like a little bit of wind came, water was coming in the bottom gun ports.
Yeah.
Right? And it just like sank.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're learning about here is the importance of displacement in boats. And you just got to spread that out.
Yeah, and it couldn't carry the correct amount of ballast because it was already too heavy.
Right.
And it's so tall. Like the back, the end, right? Like the stern is so tall.
Yeah. Looking at these photos, it's insane.
It's insanely big. And like, it's so huge. They were like, oh, yes. And they have like recreation because this whole thing was, when it was new, it was painted. Like,
what?
It was all painted, the whole thing. So they have around the thing, like what it looked like. Completely painted.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, right? And then it sank immediately.
Then it disappeared.
The lesson in hubris, children. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
right now. Yeah.
Do you hear that? Hubris.
Oh, yeah. It was crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, that was pretty neat. That was the best thing about Sweden. We went to a couple of the museums, another open air museum there because we had a lot of free time. And so Susan and I and one of the kids went to like another big open air museum, had a lot of like Swedish historical buildings plus bonus Swedish wild animals in a section, right? Like turn a corner and there's just like a harbor seal like swimming around this tank. Like, what? Okay, cool.
That's nifty.
There's a moose in there. Like,
what? Okay.
Neat.
Okay.
Right. That was cool.
Sounding nice.
And then we just sort of walked around later the kind of older central part. Not the, I don't remember what the neighborhood's called. But like, we walked around up there. We had to go on a mission because one of the girls lost her earbuds somewhere. So we went on a mission to a random electronics store in Stockholm, right? Found that. Did we stop at a 7-Eleven in Stockholm and get snacks and eat them in the park? Yes. Yes, we did. Right?
Okay.
Did we get super delicious chocolate croissants? Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna, you might as well.
Listen, you gotta get. Also, the other rumors are true. Okay, European Fanta, far superior.
Really? Okay.
Oh, it's so good. Oh,
interesting.
So good. Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, we sat in a little park, right? And the best thing about sitting in a random park is you have to like whip your phone out and figure out who is this statue in the park here. Oh, who is this guy? What's up with this dude?
Who might you be, friend?
Yeah, who might you be?
That's great.
So you have to do some of that. The girls also were like on a mission for Swedish meatballs. That was high on the list. So they went and found those.
Okay.
Again, took some more time to eat in a random outdoor cafe.
Did you go?
As one does.
Did you go shopping at IKEA at any point? Did you?
We did not.
One?
We saw a lot of them. We saw the IKEA distribution center.
Ah, okay.
It is. We also saw the Husqvarna center.
Okay, yes.
That was massive.
Once
Amazon who? This building was so big. Oh my days. It was gigantic. So yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was pretty great. We also, while we were wandering around, like, because we had a bunch of time, it was one of those things where, like, you've got this many club time. We need to meet back here and get on the bus at this time. So whatever. So sure. we went, Susan and I went to eat, and we visited a Swedish bookstore. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Not a used one.
Comparing
used
them
books in there.
Okay.
It was nice. It was good. It was a nice bookstore, but I didn't buy anything in that one. Susan did, though. They had one of her favorite authors is Swedish, and they had his book in there, and so she scooped that out. So she has a copy in Swedish of one of his books now.
Did she spot him?
She did not. Oh, she was thinking about him though, but she did see the book. She found the book in there. She got that.
Well, that's pretty special.
That's pretty good. Right, that's that counts.
Yeah,
we're sitting at this random restaurant. There's like a sandwich shop. You know, like, do I want a mortadella sandwich and a coffee? Yes, I do. With pastries, obviously. We were just sitting at a thing, and they were like, "There's a bookstore over there. Let's go. Heck yeah, we'll go check that out. It's fine, right? Whatever.
Let's do this.
Let's do this." So that was fun. So yeah, pretty cool. I like Stockholm a lot. It's really pretty. It is much more difficult to navigate, however, because it is like a billion different islands nearby each other. So like getting across the city, much more difficult just because of how it's set out, right?
Sure.
Now it is set out this way, you know, to stop the Russians invading and things like this. But like,
you and your particulars.
So, I mean, it makes sense, but like, it's really cool. It's really nice. I liked it. So it's fun. After Stockholm, boat part 2. Oh yeah. Boat part 2 from Stockholm to Helsinki. Right. Long boat crossing, more overnight boating. Right. So that was cool. Apparently, I don't exactly know why, but this boat route is required to stop at like a certain island whose name I can't remember now. Just because it's like way out in the thing, and you have to like I don't remember where that was, but it's like not straightforward. I did not know that the coast of Sweden was just so destroyed, and like just so many like inlets and like little things, right? So it was a very
interesting.
Yeah, you're like basically going between all these like islands the whole time. But the ferry had to go stop at some little island, which name I can no longer remember. But we had to make a little stop there. But it's fine. We stopped there at like midnight or something, when it was still light outside.
Okay, fair.
It's the Mariehamn Island. Yeah. I think it's just, I don't remember why it has to do there, but it does have to stop at Mariehamn. Just to, you know, people go back and forth. I think it's the only way to get there. So like the boat is required to stop there just in case anybody needs to.
Just in case.
Get off, right? So anyway, cross the rest of the Baltic to Helsinki. Right? Helsinki's pretty cool. It was also a little more walkable, right? Except for our hotel, there was a lot of construction around it, so we had to like big wonky detour to get around. So that was kind of annoying. But we saw some cool stuff here. We went to the like Helsinki City Museum because it was free, and we're like, okay, we'll go in there.
Free's always nice.
Got to see some cool stuff about Helsinki history, and there's a whole cool part about their like recycling stuff because they're like big into that, right? As all these countries are, obviously, but like,
sure,
it's kind of a big deal. We saw a bunch of cool stuff there. We went to like the market deal, right? Were there reindeer hot dogs for sale somewhere? Yes. Did I eat one? Yes.
I was going to ask. I just had to know.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I went to like the Central Market deal. Like, it was kind of cool, right? Kind of wandered around Helsinki a lot. We found one of the like they have a bunch of like so the Finnish are of course all about the saunas, right? And there's just like public saunas on like all the beaches.
Sure.
They're just like there, like boom. So we went to one of the beaches and hung out for a while. Like, did we sauna in the public sauna? No, I did not. But I thought about swimming in the Baltic, but it was like mega cold. So, like the water temperature is like 60 degrees. And I was like, that would be cool, but also that's pretty cold.
Chilly.
So that was. They did have the our hotel is like right on the harbor here though, and the icebreaker ships were in the dock getting worked on.
Oh, cool.
So they have these big icebreaker ships that just like roam around in the winter in the harbors in the southern coast and just like bust up all the ice.
Okay.
Which was pretty cool. So we got to see the icebreaker ships. That was fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
That's really cool.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. How massive are those things?
Very. Very. I can't remember. Like, yeah, they're big. They're just hanging out. They're not as big as I thought they would be, right?
Really?
But like, they are pretty good size. Hanging out. There's one right there. Bloop. Doing its thing. So that's pretty good times. We just kind of did a little quick tour of Helsinki, right? Saw some cool stuff. We saw like the rock church thing. It's like this really interesting church they have. It's like carved into the side of the rock, and then the roof and the inside is like made of copper. So allegedly the acoustics are absolutely stellar in this building.
Interesting.
So we did that. I just kind of wandered about, doing stuff. By this time, very tired humans. And then the last day, we basically just had like a day trip to Estonia.
Oh,
right. So get up, another ferry, boom, over to Estonia. It's a much shorter ride. It's like maybe 2 hours. Right?
Sure.
But over there, kind of went to the Royal Palace, right? And saw the gardens and like the president's house in Estonia is just like right in the middle of a garden. It's just like, oh, there it is.
Oh,
like, what? It's very cool.
Huh.
Right. And then there's a big, like the old palace is there. We also got to see the tallest building in all of Estonia, which is a super old TV tower that was built to broadcast the 1980 Soviet Olympics.
Hyper specific.
Yeah, that's how they built it. It's a very Soviet thing. This is the first time I've ever seen Soviet architecture in person.
Oh,
right.
Oh,
right.
Sure.
So you drive around, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, kind of old building. That's a big square apartment. Oh, right.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
So it's very interesting, right? This is the first time I've ever seen Soviet architecture in real life, in person.
And how does it leave you feeling?
Yeah, kind of odd, right? You're like, yeah, here we go. Like the tower's cool, but also, like, oh, here's all these Soviet apartment buildings people are still living in because Estonians had to deal with the downfall and the fallout of being a former Soviet Socialist Republic and
right,
trying to forge a national identity after being taken over by the Germans like 8 times and then the Soviets and the Russians like several times and like
the
Polish one that one time. Like,
right. They snuck it. Where'd they come from? It doesn't. Right. Who knows?
That's a very old one, right? Like the Polish-Lithuanian kingdom or whatever. They're like, nah, we're going to take over the rest of the Baltic too. Like, hey, blah, blah. So Estonia is very interesting in that, like, it is like, what is the national identity of Estonia? Like, I don't know. I was not there long enough to really get a good vibe. Like all the other ones is like very clear, right? Like Denmark, you could tell exactly what's happening, right?
Right.
Like the Danish people are like a very certain way. Like the Swedish people have a very certain thing going on. Like Estonia, it was weird, It's very interesting. Like it's this very interesting mix of lots of different things because there's been lots of different people in charge of Estonia.
Sure.
So like like what is happening? Like even like the royal gardens and the royal palace and the president's house, it's like this is built by the Russians in the style of the French, like to do the thing, right? Like it's like what is going on?
Yeah.
I did learn that Estonians do love their parks and gardening spaces.
Really?
I did learn that the park we were in won, like there was some sort of contest between all of the Baltic states for like who had the most beautiful park, and Estonia won that. So there you go. They love their outdoor park places, apparently. There you go. And then we did go briefly to like the old town, Tallinn, right?
Okay.
The super old town, the like medieval walled city old town.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool in there, right? It's very weird. It's also weird because there's like a whole bunch of like restaurants in there and like touristy stuff. And then like on like one cross avenue, right? And then if you like go a block over, there's like nothing. And so you're wandering about. There's lots of cool stuff in there, and there's lots of cool like restaurants and like little stores and stuff like that, right? But like, there's not a lot else over there.
Interesting.
There is a cool store. There is a cool restaurant that we didn't have time to eat at. I really wanted to, but it was like some American dude that moved there, and it's like Lord of the Rings themed, like the whole thing.
What? Yes.
The medieval tavern is a popular like restaurant vibe in this place because it's like very kind of like old stuff, and like one of the restaurants is like there's not even lights in there, it's like all candles. And like it's just like straight up Skyrim Inn in there, I guess. I don't.
Oh my goodness.
That's like their shtick, right?
It's their vibe.
It's their vibe, whatever. Again, a lot of the other people went to go eat, and we didn't have that much time. And Susan and I were on the mission. We had to go on the hunt for the Christmas ornaments, right? Because we had to complete the set. Because it's what Susan was trying to get a Christmas ornament from every country we were in. Hardest one to find was Estonia, right?
Ew. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they had some ornaments, but they were like large. They're like, that won't go in a suitcase. That's a big round. That's a Christmas ball. That's unacceptable.
Yeah. It's not making it back with us at all.
It's not going to make it back. Yeah. We need flatter. So we ate at a random, again, of all things to find on a random side street in this medieval city, there is a French bistro. So like when you don't have a lot of time and you just want to hang out and you want to vibe, do you want a pistachio croissant?
Yes.
Turns out yes is the answer.
Turns out yes,
right?
I think.
Yeah, that's what you want.
It's a pretty solid one to go with.
Susan ordered the chocolate eclair, and she declared it the best dessert of the entire trip. So
wow.
There you go.
High praise.
Yeah, high praise. And then after that, I was ferried back to Finland for early rising after your quick nap to go catch a flight from Helsinki Airport and come back home. There you go.
On your too much plane trip back.
Too much plane trip. That's right. Other important things that we learned on this trip. I remember what I was going to tell you earlier.
Oh, sure.
Right. One important takeaway here is that Northern Europe is gorgeous.
Okay.
Denmark is awesome. However, right, we're going to talk briefly about food action. Right. So.
Yes.
Food great. Okay. Lots of exciting things. As unsurprising, large amounts of fish available everywhere.
Saw that one coming. Not gonna lie.
Saw that one coming, right? Especially on some of the hotels, like breakfasts, right? It's lots of fish everywhere, right? So it turns out Susan and I learned something about ourselves on this trip, right? Susan and I am now officially a pickled herring enjoyer, right? That's
I didn't think that's where that was headed. Okay.
Yeah, that happened. That happened. There you go.
Covering myself.
Surprise. Pickled herring enthusiast, right?
Okay.
Not to mention the extreme copious amounts of just like excellent bread just on display at all times.
Sure.
Right. One thing you can put on this bread is pickled herring.
Pickled herring.
Right,
look,
there you go.
It's just right there.
Just right there. So this is you ate way too much at breakfast buffets at the hotel sometimes. But you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Lots of that, and just like salmon everywhere. Like all over the place. Just like everywhere you go. Like, oh, would you like some cold smoked salmon? Why? Yes, I believe I would like some more of that. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
But I just want that on a big fat piece of dark bread.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Of course, have to.
But the real surprise here, real surprise out of this whole trip.
Yes,
I am a pickled herring guy. I guess I didn't see that coming.
But
got to roll with it.
When you travel the world, you never come back the same person you were when you left.
There you go. So you got to find some pickled herring.
I guess, now you're going to be that guy who's just always talking about pickled herring here in the States. And it doesn't.
Probably not all the time.
I don't know.
Like that's probably not true.
Oh, it doesn't match. Well, whenever I was over in the Nordic countries, that pickled herring, let me tell you.
Man, let me tell you, that pickled herring in Sweden.
Yeah. Years from now.
It's true.
Yeah. Man, that's going to be annoying. No, I'm kidding.
Just one more thing for me to annoy you with. Yes, perfect.
It's just your new thing that you're going to use to define your entire personality around that one.
I mean, this is pretty good, but some pickled herring would make it better. You know what I mean?
I look forward to this.
Oh yeah, so I'm bringing it to Thanksgiving. Like, hey Dad, I brought this.
Exactly. Now, man, it's just another thing in your arsenal for your no turkey day of like.
Yeah.
I swear, if you start having pickled herring on Thanksgiving,
Oh man, I wasn't until you said that. But now
you almost have to, right?
Have to, right? It's always interesting to like see like when you're in a situation like that, like the hotel breakfast thing. Like, what are these other people eating? Like, what are they doing? Like, how do they do this?
Yeah,
right. It's very clear that a lot of English people come because there are beans and available at breakfast. I don't know if that's a Nordic thing as well, or if there's just like so many British people come that they're just like, throw it on there, it's fine. Like scrambled eggs and beans, whatever. But like the vibe seems to be also right. Go up to bread station, cut your bread piece, whatever, butter it, maybe not butter it. The other thing available at all breakfasts are like deli meat, right? Like cold like meats, like ham or turkey or salami and stuff, or pastrami or whatever.
Sure.
And people just like, or the cold salmon, they just like get the bread and either put on like cold meat and some random cheese stuff and just eat it like that. Right.
I think that sounds good. I like
it. It is good. That's what I started doing. I was like watching people. I was like, I'm doing that. I'm doing it. Right. Yeah. Or they do it with the like some like like mayo, like aioli, and then like the salmon, and then they throw on some like onions or like cucumbers and just eat that.
Sure.
Like, oh, okay. I'm understanding. I'm picking up this now. I got you.
Picking this up. I'm rocking this. Absolutely.
Yeah, just kind of like a look at other people. What are you doing? How are you eating that? Also, the other thing that was on every single hotel breakfast thing that is very interesting was hard-boiled eggs.
Really?
Yeah. Every place had them.
Oh.
Hard-boiled eggs forever. It was interesting, right? It's all over the place. Some of them even have hard and soft-boiled egg, which was interesting. But you definitely don't want to get those mixed up if you were like really wanting one and get the other one.
Yeah. I mean, I panic enough when I'm making them that I'm going to make a soft-boiled egg. Like, I can't imagine to have a 50-50 toss-up of what I'm reaching my hand into.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was very interesting just to watch. Like, what are you doing? Also, again, very European, like part of the dessert section of the buffets sometimes was the cheese deal. Like, oh, yeah. Let's go.
Yes.
What's up?
And now, cheese for dessert.
Yeah. Oh, which, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? It was good. But yeah, that's the other interesting thing is like, what are these people eating? Like, how are they doing this? Okay, so we did eat lots of good food, not just at the hotel, other places. Had some really good fish soup, right? That was really good. Had the old, apparently Denmark, they just like open face sandwiches. They're like 2 pieces of bread is too much. 1 though, with tons of stuff on it. Yes, that's what we want.
I like that.
It was good. I also had my little outdoor cafe experience time. It's very handy. So yeah, it was good. It was good times. But man, was I wrecked yesterday and after getting back?
I know. I figured you'd be really recovering for a while.
Man, that coming back, right? You lose all those hours, right? Because it also didn't help that when we ended in Finland, that's 8 hours ahead.
Yeah, it's hard.
So you come back.
That's hard.
We had to get up super early, and you're just flying back into and you land, and it's only like you've been up forever, and then it's like noon. You're like, oh my goodness, what is happening?
Yeah, no. Yeah, this was not good. Hopefully you can get caught back up.
That's the goal, right? Okay. Today was better than yesterday. Yesterday, I started strong, but man, I was really fading at the end of yesterday. Right. Yeah. Just like also all that like being up and all that stuff and all the blah blah. But, like not necessarily sleeping the best all the time there because like going to bed late because it's light. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go explore some more. We're gonna go do stuff, blah blah. Well, and then it's like, oh, I got to get up early. Oh no,
why did I do this? But also, I mean, you're in a new place. Like of course, you're going to want to eke out, make the most of every day, and like it's exciting and there's a lot going on. So that's also hard because you're also for that you're running on a lot of adrenaline for a good portion of that travel time too. So
especially when you're like, we have all this free time. Like I could go sit in the hotel room and attempt to watch Danish television.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you do that?
I did a little bit like late at night when I was like getting ready for bed, right? Throw it on just to see what on earth is happening. But like, I could sit in the hotel and watch lots of Danish television, or we could go wandering around Denmark, which is what we did. We walked so much. Susan has estimated our total walking distance for 10 days. This is including just like pacing around the boat and like running through the airport, right?
Well, yeah.
And I know that like a lot of times after dinner we would go out, just her and I, or sometimes some other people. Like one night in Denmark, we just all went out. We're like, we're going to walk. We're just going to go see what's over there, right? It was literally one of those like, I wonder what's over that way. Let's go. Right. She has estimated that we walked almost 75 miles.
Oh no. That'll do.
And the large amount of that on cobblestones.
Right, aforementioned. And so all of your
ankles need to recover.
Yeah. So all of your supportive muscles here are really
erect.
Strong. Yes.
We're fatigued.
Yes. Yeah. Worn out, I think is the
worn
word.
out, broken. That's really what they're broken.
Nice stabilizer muscles.
Yeah. So it's good to come back home and it's 1,000 degrees. You're like, yep, not going outside now. Staying in here. Not going anywhere. Ugh.
Well, it gives you time to recover, right? Like
That's
now you can breathe.
I haven't attempted to do laundry yet. I threw it all in a hamper. I'm sort of looking at it like
that's step one.
I got the suitcase out of mine.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was good. Glad you're safe and sound back home, recovering. Yes. Probably already thinking of the next one that you're going to go on.
Maybe not yet. After that last plane ride, I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking at
maybe no more planes.
Yeah. Not going to look at any planes for a little bit.
Right.
But I do have to read about ships for next time.
Yes.
So
yes. We will pick right back up where we were. And we'll dive into ships. I do have a haiku to round us out.
Hey.
Because I know it's my week. And I know you'll have some marvelous haikus coming from your experience on.
I don't know about marvelous, but there may be some
on boats and such. So I will round us out here with reaching what seems like forever and a day ago back into the annals of history.
Yes,
as in the timeline here, just the episode that came out last week, though. So it's all a little topsy-turvy here. But here's my haiku to round us out. Laces tug too tight. Comfort lost in aisle 5. Dream shoes dodge again.
Yes, so good.
Where are the shoes? Where are the shoes, people?
You have any shoes yet?
We did
procure some shoes. Okay, this is good news.
Did. I ended up going with a size 5 women's shoe, with just basically like a court shoe of like it's kind of supposed to be general like. Either kind of like a basketball shoe. It's not really a running shoe, though. It's meant to be a little grippy and that kind of stuff. So
sporty shoe.
Shoe. And it's great. She likes it a lot and has been wearing it. And volleyball practice has been going very well.
There you go.
So,
that's important.
Yes. Yeah. All because of the shoe, obviously.
Clearly. It makes a difference. Yes. Right.
If Michael Jordan taught me anything, it's all in the shoe.
Yeah. Obviously.
So this is what I continue to believe in my life. But
yes,
so we have shoes. And she's enjoying them. So, and they're lace up, so we're all good.
Hey, perfect. There you go.
We met everything.
That does remind me. One last thing. One last surprise thing, right?
Sure.
So random park in Tallinn, Estonia, right?
Okay.
Walking by clay tennis courts. Yeah, just in the city park.
Okay, that's real cool.
Yeah, I was like. Double take, and I think I was the only one to notice because everyone's like, "Look at the flowers and these beautiful trees and like the path." And I was like, "That's a clay tennis court."
What? That's wild.
And there was lots of people playing tennis.
Oh, cool.
Not pickleball, tennis.
Oh, they have not been infected yet.
That's good. Stay strong, Estonia.
I think the European heritage will stick with tennis.
I really feel like it probably will. I feel like there'll be some pickleball, but like not in the park, right?
No,
I feel like
not in the open air park,
indoor court, right? Yeah. They'll put it in like a thing like that.
No,
but
I
was like, oh my! I just read that is a clay tennis court right there, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow! So that was a shocker.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. He's like,
that's
court
cool.
Shoes. And I was like,
and
also a surprise clay tennis court appearance. All right, and now,
very nice. Well, we will pick up our reading and continue this on again. But
indeed,
glad you're home safe.
Thanks.
We'll see you again soon.
All righty,
love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.